YouTube, what's going on, folks? Gonna make a little hamburger soup on the Firebox and see what happens here. Try to get some good heat in there. Get this thing started. Just have some regular bark here that I'm also going to throw in. See if we can get this thing heated properly without putting the fire out. So we got the hamburger almost done. I'm just going to put the lid on this for now. Try to get that done a little bit faster because I want these coals on the bottom here to heat up our large amount of beef broth that we have. It's looking here. Alright, that's coming up very nice. So now that this meat's done, I'm going to try to do something different to drain it. I'm going to take this off, put the lid down, and see to drain this meat. We can just put this back in here. Lid's a little hot. And then we'll lock this and see if we can drain it over here. Gonna work here. Yeah, see the meat, just draining out there. I just had the lid locked on the zebra pot to drain the meat out. Okay, so that should be okay as far as draining. Now we have all our meat in our zebra pot here, and we're gonna get ready to saute up our onions and carrots. Okay, so we're just going to set that back on there and let that kind of saute up a little bit. Put our lid back on that for a sec. Bring this back to a boil. We'll put the lid back on this. And come check on it here in a little bit. Put that lid lock on. See how this looks here. See if we got a boil going on yet. I feel like we should. No, very close though. Okay, so now that we have this boiling, I'm going to add about half a can of tomatoes, diced tomatoes. So I'll throw that in there. That should be about enough. And then we're going to add a beef broth, probably about 3 or 4 cups here. Give that a stir. Okay, that's looking really good here. I'm going to add a little bit more beef broth here because we need to have enough broth to soak. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this thing's at a boil more or less, but we're running out of daylight, so I'm going to turn on my headlamp so you guys can see here. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be boiling here. Okay, so that's a good roll and boil. That's what I was looking for. And then I'm going to keep the lid off of this from now on to reduce some of this. Let's give it a little stir here. Don't want anything sticking to the bottom. Oh man, there's some wicked heat coming off of this. Okay guys, so look at this. This is done. All in all, it took about an hour. And as far as fuel, I just used a full Swedish fire torch, and then a whole nother Swedish fire torch, and then here's what I have left in that. But that was just split down a little bit more. But here it is. Still nice and really, really bubbly. And everything that I have is just coals as far as that. Let me turn off my light so you can see here. Just some really nice bed of coals, hope you can see in there, and then just from that, like I said, that's still at a really nice simmer. All the noodles are pretty much done, as you can see here. So yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good, pretty hearty. Use my little squishy bowl I got. A little bit of broth. And there she is, guys. So now that I know that I can make this at the house, it's just easier for me, because then I can take it into the woods and apply it out there with the necessary ingredients. So I think that's pretty cool. Turned out really great, still simmering really good too. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, this is Bird signing off. See you on the outside, folks.